Hello and welcome to 7 Days. Sky News actors look at the lighter stories from the past week. Coming up in this edition, double trouble, the wedding ceremony with a twist. During the moonwalk, Michael Jackson's fans celebrate the singer's life. And find out how these dogs are helping in the fight against cancer. But first, this week has been a scorcher across most of Britain, with temperatures hitting 30 degrees in some areas. Unions have been calling for bosses to allow workers to ditch their suits and get on the shorts. Sky's Catherine Jones went to find out who is getting really hot under the collar.
Britain is boiling, and for the first time in 3 years, the heatwave alert in the southeast has reached level 3 out of 4. The relentless high temperatures now posing a bigger risk to health.
The air's hot because it's been sitting somewhere very warm, the Mediterranean, France, Spain, this time of year very warm. That air's coming up towards the UK and warming up even more as it gets here.
32 degrees, jacket and tie, sticky. Today, the TUC declared everyone should now be allowed to switch to wearing shorts. Among these office workers, the idea got a mixed reception.
I think it's not very professional.
To wear shorts?
Not really, no.
It depends on what people feel comfortable doing, I guess. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind sitting next to somebody in shorts.
If I was allowed to wear shorts in the office, I would.
I probably would do, but I don't know about my legs, though, so I don't know if my legs will get away with it.
On a worldwide warmth scale, Birmingham's 29 degrees made it hotter than Mallorca. In Inverness, it hit 24, far warmer than Cape Town in South Africa, and Cardiff's 29 beat the Indian holiday hotspot of Goa. Of course, despite what the TUC says, in some jobs you just can't dress down. Helmet, gloves, boots, metal armour, and it's 30 degrees. What's it like in there? Really warm?
Really warm.
No kidding. The outlook then, pasty knees will continue to spread across the UK until temperatures plummet to a nippy 22 degrees just in time for the weekend. Catherine Jones, Sky News.
And it's not just us humans who've been struggling with the heat. Animals at this zoo in Warwickshire have retreated into the water to cool off. Others, like these lucky chimps, were given ice lollies and frozen fruit. Over at a wildlife park in Australia, a rare pair of koalas have been born. It's believed that across the world, only 4 sets of twin koalas have ever been born in captivity. Because the mother has room for only 1 baby in her pouch, Kayla is being looked after by park staff who feed her every 3 hours. Over to Russia now, where 2 sets of twins have fallen for each other. Twin brothers Alexei and Dmitry have wed twin sisters Lilia and Liana at a ceremony in North Russia. Of course, the couples had a double wedding and the brides wore matching dresses. Fortunately, neither couple say they have problems recognising each other. Here's another rare sight. The world's only known white humpback whale, called Migaloo, has appeared off the coast of Queensland in Oz. The mammal was first spotted in 1991 and every year returns on his annual migration north, much to the delight of whale watchers. This year he even brought a friend along, a grey whale, which biologists hope is a female. When you think of sniffer dogs, you think of their work with the police to detect drugs or explosives. But these poochers have a very special skill. They can detect cancer in humans. The canines are being used at a research centre in southeast England, where they're being trained to sniff out cancer from urine samples well before a patient might notice any symptoms. The research is all part of a bigger plan for the future.
The aim of our work is eventually to have a machine that simulates the dog's nose, so an electronic nose that does what the dog can do. At the moment, electronic noses are not as advanced as the dog. They're about 15 years behind. But the work that we're doing and what we're finding out by using the dogs will help the scientists advance quickly so that you can use electronic noses to do the same thing.
Still to come on 7 Days, the Michael Jackson puppet with all the right moves. But first, Michael Jackson's memory is being kept alive with fans learning his trademark moonwalk. The King of Pop first showed off the famous dance move while performing Billie Jean at the 25th anniversary of Motown Records in 1983, and it immediately became his signature move. Sky's Ruth Liptrot went to give it a try.
You can't think about Michael Jackson dancing without thinking about him moonwalking. And already it seems to be the way people are choosing to remember him. Entire mobs of moonwalkers have been gathering in Paris and London to pay tribute to him. And since Michael's death, YouTube has seen a whole host of people giving it a go. Some good, some bad, and some canine. What they really need is this guy. Anthony King is a choreographer and dance teacher who specialises in Michael Jackson moves.
So, have you ever taught a pregnant woman in heels how to moonwalk?
I don't recall that I have, actually, I have to say.
Is it possible?
Yeah, sure, we can give it a go. Now, what you want to do is put your weight onto the back right foot and slide your left foot backwards, like that. So you slide, snap, something like that. You know, yeah.
Oh!
I don't think I've quite got the hang of it. Let's see how you lot get on.
3, 2, 1, and slide, snap. You're very good.
Why is the moonwalk such an iconic dance, do you think?
Well, no one had ever seen anybody walking backwards before when they were on the spot.
Why do you think we should remember Michael with a moonwalk?
Because it was on his album, that was the first thing he did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When I think of Michael Jackson, that's what I think of.
Pretty much he invented it.
Yeah, can you do it?
Just about.
Go on then.
Good. And for all you lot watching at home who want to give it a go, go on. For Michael. With Fliptrot, Sky News.
Jacko's dance moves are also being reenacted over in Poland by a puppet. Since the singer's death, this puppeteer's show has been attracting quite a crowd in Krakow as he acts out Jackson's dance routines, complete with groin-thrusting moves. Jackson is the most popular puppet for the theatre actor and director, but also the most difficult. He has to operate 19 strings at one time to complete the complex dance routines. These prisoners in the Philippines became a YouTube hit in 2007 after recreating Michael Jackson's Thriller dance. Following his death, they've taken to the exercise yard to perform it again after practicing non-stop for 2 days. A crowd of 700 people watched the performance behind tight security, of course. Other numbers included I'll Be There and We Are the World. Over in New York, Michael Jackson memorabilia in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been beefed up for fans yearning for material connected to the star. Handwritten lyrics to some of Jacko's biggest hits like Billie Jean, Beat It and Bad have been added. The collection also features a black military-style jacket which Jackson wore in the 1985 video of We Are the World. There's also the long black leather gloves he wore in the 1987 Bad video and a Motown identification card from Jackson's earlier days when he performed with the Jackson 5. This artist has paid tribute to the King of Pop by creating a 4-foot-high sculpture of the singer on a beach in India. The renowned sand artist wanted to create a place where fans could come and pay their respects. The piece also included Jackson's trademark hat and a guitar. Thousands of people are getting the opportunity to become living works of art by occupying the 4th plinth in Trafalgar Square. Renowned sculptor Anthony Gormley is leading the project, which is sponsored by Sky Arts. It involves a different person standing on the plinth for 1 hour, 24 hours a day for 100 days from Monday. Housewife and mother Rachel Wardle will be the first person to become a living monument.
I won't be performing. I'm not a performance artist. I'm just an ordinary mum who wanted to get involved. Applying was almost enough for me, so it's certainly there'll be no, don't expect any great performance from me. Hopefully it'll just be a simple message and just fun for me.
A lucky Briton is about to start his new job as caretaker of Hamilton Island on the Great Barrier Reef. Ben Southall beat thousands of applicants to be given what's been described as the best job in the world. And he isn't going alone. His girlfriend is embarking on the trip to Oz as well. Sky's Elizabeth Scott reports.
An adoring kiss from the woman who's been touted as the luckiest girlfriend in the world. Why? Well, she'll be spending the next 6 months on this idyllic island in Australia after her boyfriend was given what's been billed as the best job in the world. Brit Ben Southall beat 34,000 online applicants to secure the role as caretaker of a paradise island on the Great Barrier Reef, and he's promised he won't be slacking off.
Maybe I'll probably miss Mum's Sunday roasts, but I'm going to be learning new foods on the barbecue, I suppose. Everyone's promoting this as the ultimate 6 months hammock time. To me and to the rest of Tourism Queensland, we know that it's a job, we know it's a real position, and there is a lot of hard work to come. It's really, as I've got to be, an ambassador for Queensland and selling it to the world, and you don't sit on your backside doing nothing to do that, do you?
Ben may have secured his dream job, but the Queensland Tourism Board is also smiling. Its advertising campaign to find a successful applicant has given them massive global exposure. And Ben's girlfriend hasn't done badly either. It may be hard work for the new caretaker, but for Bree, I expect it's a rather nice tan. Elizabeth Scott, Sky News.